Hello, everybody. My name is John Armstrong, and I'm a physics professor here at Weber State University. Today, we're going to be getting started on the Python primer for student researchers. What we're going to focus on today is getting the Python packages you need installed on your computer and showing you how to update those packages and get what you're going to need for the course. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to go pull up a web browser and go to anaconda.com. Now, there are a lot of options for Python distributions. I prefer Anaconda because it comes with both a full development environment and it also has a notebook facility, which lets you build really great looking notebooks and kind of code things up interactively so you can see what's happening. And that's what we're going to be using for this course. So go ahead and under products, click on the individual edition. This is an open source product, so that doesn't cost anything for you to download. Go ahead and click on download, and it'll ask you to install the version that you need for your operating system. So let's go ahead. All of these are going to be Python version 3.8. So go ahead and click on the graphical installer for those. When you do that, you'll walk through the installation instructions for your system, and you'll have Anaconda Navigator installed. As soon as you have that working, go ahead and launch Anaconda Navigator. And when that comes up, you should see something that looks very similar to this. There are a number of software packages that come with Anaconda Navigator. The one that we're going to be focusing on for this course is something called Jupyter Notebook. This allows us for an interactive computing environment, very similar to a Mathematica type environment. But something else you might be interested in is something called Spider, which is a full development environment with an editor that you can use to write your code and compile it and run. We're going to focus on the notebook for this course, although just be aware that that exists in case you're interested in using that. There are some other packages you're going to need for this course, which should come pre-installed, but let's go ahead and check and make sure they're in there. If you click on environments, these are all of the add-on packages that are available for Anaconda Navigator's Python distribution. Those are the ones I have installed. There are also a number of them that don't come pre-installed that you might be interested in installing. I'm going to go ahead and just double check in my installed versions to make sure I have NumPy, which is called numerical Python, and I can see that I've got the NumPy array processing for numbers, strings, records, and objects. We're going to be using that in this course. The other thing that I want to check for is something called Scipy, Scientific Python, which has a number of libraries that are particularly useful for scientific computing. It also has access to all of the universal constants in nature and things like that. So that's installed on my system, so I'm good with that. And then the last one I want to check for is something called matplotlib. This is a plotting package that we're going to be using for data visualization. So I've got all of those installed. If those don't show up for you, all you need to do is click on the not installed button here and do the search again. Go ahead and click on those. And then it will ask you if I choose a library, it will allow you to apply that and it will go ahead and install those for you. Okay, so once you've got those things installed, everything's working great. Let's go ahead and launch Jupyter Notebook and get started.